I just want him gone.
About this bitch.
No, this is your fault, damn it!
When my son tells me that he's scared that one day that mommy's not going to be able to wake up.
I was tied up once. He held a loaded 9mm to my head. When it got to the point involving weapons and tying me up, I knew something wasn't right.
I thought, he's sober, and it's beating me, put me in the hospital. Concussions, I had a fractured eye socket at another time, and I didn't know what to do. He starts to yell and scream, and then it goes from yelling and screaming to pushing and shoving. And then from pushing and shoving, it can go anywhere. I just didn't think it would ever get any worse than that. I just loved him. So when he put me in the hospital the first time, I had the concussion and the fractured eye socket and bruises and bites all over me. I still didn't even call the police. I went from, a man telling me, oh, you're beautiful, you're lovely, I love you, I want to be with you, to him taking a metal chair over my head and beating the shit out of me. My family would tell me, my kids would tell me, Mom, what are you doing there? And I would hide it. Like when they'd see a bruise, I'd say, oh, I fell off my bike because I like to ride my bike. Or I walked into the wall. Or I always had an excuse. And, even my kids, my young kids that were in their late teens knew. They're like, don't tell me that, that he didn't do this to you. I realized that you can't change somebody, even if you love them, even if you stick by their side through everything. You're not going to be able to change that person. I decided that it was time for me to change. So decided to go to Haven House.
To see this woman walk in the door with a baby and another child, and the fear in their face, and to see this child just clinging to Mom because she's just generally afraid, and to see this older child being angry. Sometimes they have fled with absolutely nothing. All they know is they're afraid.
I think when they make that call, they're at that point of having finally realized that it's not going to change, and that while they may not see it, it's the beginning of their journey, that, they're climbing out of domestic violence.
As soon as you go in those gates and the gates close behind you, you see the security measures there, you see the officers there. It's a safe place. As soon as you go in there, it's a safe place.
I called the Haven House, and immediately I had somebody on the phone with me, letting me know what my options are, making sure I was safe at this time. Thank God that Haven House was there for me, because I was able to heal.
They don't know where to go, what to do. They just know they need a safe place. You see them transition from being that really scared person to slowly break out of their shell the longer that they're there and the more comfortable they feel around us.
A lot of times you kind of see that light. They'll come in and they'll be like, I never realized what they were doing to me, what they were saying to me, how damaging it was, until I was here and I was safe.
Haven House has been a godsend. I don't think I would be here if it wasn't for Haven House. They're always there for you. They have programs, and they feed you, and they keep you safe, and they teach you how to get out on your own and break that insane cycle of abuse.
When I started going to the therapy there, yeah, that was a light bulb moment. That's when everything it was a big release.
I'm actually proud of myself that I can still do it. I get up every morning and get 5 little kids that are grouchy and silly and hyper and just a handful. And I get them up and I get them ready for school. Haven House, they're good. They're for people that want to heal, you know? And I thank God that I found these ladies when I did.
I would like people to know that there is light, there is life, there is happiness out there, and to not be afraid to leave something that's not good for them. We welcome people with our open hearts and our open arms.
You're not weak because you're a victim of domestic violence. You're strong, and you have the right to be even stronger. You have the right to live a life without fear. You have the right to hope for a better life for you and your family.